Okay, welcome guys to the next Blender tutorial. So today we're going to be doing a flashlight or a torch, however you say it, where you're from. So we're going to go ahead and delete the default cube. I'm just going to split this into two so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Just going to be doing a little bit of a side view. We want to go to add, and then we're going to go circle. We're going to do it upwards to begin with, and then I'll flatten it out to the side so you guys can see what's going on. So on this side I'm just going to go to position 1. It's just on your number pad, just press 1. If you don't have a number pad, there's a view, and then you can do viewpoint, you can do top, bottom, front, back, right and left, all that lovely stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to position this so you guys can see it. We're going to click on our circle, just pull it out a little bit so you got some more room. If you want to resize it, just press S and then scale it across. So what we're going to do, go on to the edit mode. We're going to press F for fill, and this is going to be the bottom of our flashlight or torch. We're going to go for E for extrude. You just want to move it just slightly, and then just scale it outwards slightly. E for extrude again. So you kind of got that curve going on. E for extrude, just bring it upwards, and then we've got to go E for extrude. Just scale it inwards just slightly. This is going to be the base of the torch right here. E for extrude. Just scale it in, kind of like the grip on the end of the handle. So yeah, this is very similar to making a lightsaber as well. This is basically the way that I make lightsabers. And then we're gonna just scale it outwards as well. So it's kind of got this kind of form going on. So it's got smooth edges and stuff. Okay, so at this point, I'm just gonna, you can kind of make it up as you're going along. Whatever you want on your design, it's your design. I'm going to go for E for extrude, and I'm just going to keep that where it is, and then I'm going to go E for extrude again, and then I'm just going to elongate this a little bit. So this is going to be the handle for it. So what I want to do actually, I'm just going to bring this down, just press G. I'm just going to give it an extra little bit of vertices here, and then we're going to go E and go straight up. So press G here, just bring this up. And then just move this out of the way so you guys can see what I'm doing. Right, okay, so E for extrude again, keep it where it is. Scale it inwards just slightly, E for extrude, and this is going to be the top of the torch kind of thing. So just scale it outwards just slightly, E for extrude, scale outwards, E for extrude, scale it outwards, E for extrude, scale outwards. Maybe we could do like a 1980s type kind of flashlight. Just gonna make that a bit round, and then I'm just gonna pull this out. So we've got that little dome going on. Just move that back for you guys. E for extrude. And then at this point, we're just going to start flattening this out a little bit. E for extrude, and then just start going in just slightly. E for extrude again, don't move it. And then scale inwards. E for extrude, and then we're going to scale it in just slightly, don't move it, and then G, press down, and just go down with the flow kind of thing. Now we've kind of got this flat surface going on, and I think we need that because sometimes when you place a torch down, you kind of just go and plonk it. So yeah, you're probably going to need that little bit of a flat surface right now. We're going to go E for extrude, scale it outwards just a little bit so you got that little bit of a lip going on. E for extrude again, scale out. Now I'm going to go for the X-ray mode right here so you guys can see what's going on the inside. So I'm just going to do 1/2 of this right here. So we'll go for E for extrude, bring it down. And this is going to kind of be the dome bit. that's going to go on the inside. Now, you can sculpt this bit out if you want to, but I'm going to do like a half circle in here. I'll show you how to do it. So E for extrude again, and then just kind of scale it inwards right at the bottom there. E for extrude, just scale inwards. So this is going to be the real important part right here. So we're going to do like a little dome. I mean, to be honest with you, I kind of like it the way that it is. You know what, we could pull this off. So this is going to be our emission right here in the middle, and then this is going to be smoothed around the outside, and then we'll add the glass in afterwards. And then I'll show you as well how to make some scratch marks and stuff like that. Let me see. So for this part right here, we're going to make it the emission. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just put it on rendered mode just for 2 seconds. I'm going to change this to cycles because we're working with cycles on these tutorials. We're going to go new. So when we go new, this is going to make the base color for the entire light right here. But if we want the emission, the actual light in the middle, we want to press plus. We're going to go new. I'm just going to name this one emission light. And then this one is going to be the main torch. Just double click on them, the names will allow you to change them. So the main torch will probably have a silver, the emission light will be a different material, and then this part here where we have the handle, that will be third material for our model, but I'll do that in a moment. So of course at first you're going to want the emission light. So what we're going to do is go to this drop down menu right here. We got principal BSDF selected at the moment. You want to go ahead and click emission. And once you've checked the emission, you want to go for maybe just a little bit of a yellowy kind of colour. I'm going to click assign. So now the torch turns on. And so we're in object mode again. I'm just going to right click and I'm just going to click shade smooth. Now with this emission, we can pull this emission up. We can pull this emission down so it's off. Totally up to you what you want to do with it. So now we want to make the silver on the inside, and we also want to make the texturing that's on the outside right here. So we're going to go, let's see, we're going to go to the regular mode right here. Go to edit mode. What you want to do is press 1 on your number pad, or at least get a side view. We're going to go on to the X-ray mode right here. Make sure you've got everything make sure everything's basically unselected. So what you want to do now is just make this box right here, and it's not showing up, but this is the left click. Just hold in the left click button, and then we're just going to highlight straight over the top right here. Now this will select everything where the handle is. So now what we want to do, press the plus button again, press new, and then we're going to name this as handle. So I'm just going to change this to black, and then we're going to press assign. So that's going to now assign it to handle. Now if we go to object mode, we'll notice that this isn't a very shiny torch, certainly not metal kind of look to it. I'm just going to go ahead and change this to a sun, just real quick. Yeah, there we go. So we've got a little bit more light in there. We don't need that much light. I'm just going to change that to 50. Just bring that down a little bit. Let's move this across. Okay, so now we've got the torch that's looking like this. I'm just going to bring that light down, like really low, because you're not going to be able to see the details. Also, this emission is just super bright. I'm just going to edit this a little bit so you guys can see what's going on. Okay, so we have our emission, we have our handle right there. Okay, so what we want to do is take the main body, so the main torch right here. We want to make this a bit more silver, make it a little bit more torch-like. So I mean, you can make this slightly metallic if you want to as well. This is basic materials and stuff like that. So I mean, like afterwards, if you want to go ahead and node it, you're gonna have to put the shine back in. But for now, this will just do for the beginning of the tutorial, and I'll show you how to put the textures in at the end. So we're going to edit mode, take off your X-ray vision right at the top. We want to select everything inside of this bowl. It doesn't have to be perfect around the edges, but you want generally everything selected. So just Control Shift, and you should be able to just free click everything. Why are you not working? There we go. Right, so you just want to select everything apart from your emission. So on this part we're going to go plus again. Going to go new. And on this particular one we're going to turn the metallic all the way up, the roughness down. We're going to click assign. And now we've kind of got this mirror effect going on right here. So that's for the inside of our torch right there. So now if you want to make the glass, we're going to go to circle. Let's press G, because it's underneath our torch. So you see it there, this little circle that we got going on. So click this, click the circle, press S to scale outwards. You just want to get this so that it just sits upon the inside of the rim. Press S, just scale it out a bit, make sure that it's actually sitting on your torch, it's not clipping anything. Major. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to edit mode, and we're just going to press F for fill. And then I'm just going to press E for extrude just to kind of give it a little bit of depth. And then from here, if we go into the render mode, you see that we can't see anything. So what we want to do is go into new. And then from here, we're just going to go ahead, call this glass. And then go from your principal BSDF and go to your, you don't want emission, you want glass. You want glass BSDF. I nearly said emission then. So now you can see that we have some sort of light coming through this. So we're going to go ahead and turn the roughness down. It depends on how rough you want this, but now you can see inside of it. Now you've got this massive grey part right here, this mega greyness right here. So we're going to go IOR, and we can mess around with how much the glass refracts the light on the inside. Okay, so that is primarily our basic torch done now. You notice that it looks a bit flat, it looks a little bit it doesn't look like a torch as much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this section right here. We're going to go to edit mode. We want to go for main body of torch. I'm just going to go Control R, and I'm just going to make a couple of roto cuts here. Oh, don't say that too fast. Roto cut cuffs. If you go to face mode, I'm just going to select maybe 3 every 3. So you're going to go around in a pattern just like this. So every 3. Let's see. You might have an odd number. So you can see here, I kind of have a little bit of oddness right here. It's okay if that's a thing. If you want to fix that in any way, you can do. We're just going to go E for extrude. S for scale. We're going to scale it downwards a little bit upon the Z-axis. And then we're going to go S for scale and just pull it in a little bit. This is just going to give us a little bit of grip on the outside of the handle. So it looks a little bit more torch-like. So if we render it, it should catch the light as such. Now with this handle you can make it slightly metallic. Take the roughness down a little bit so that you can see the grooves just a little bit better. You can make it a little bit lighter if you want to, so you can see that detail. Okay, so as regards to shading tabs and nodes, you guys can come over here to the shading tab at the top. For this one, I mean, we can go ahead and add a noise texture. So just to move everything around, just to clarify, because I can't get the buttons on here for some reason. You want to press shift and then click your center button on your mouse, and then you can move it. Let's add a noise. Just click the tab and then type it in. And notice that we get all this patterning right here. You can move this up and down as much as you like. Just gives us a little bit of texture going on. So what we want to do is add a bump node. We're going to go from the noise to the bump, color to height, and now we kind of get this fiery red color. So what we need now is we need to add the materials back in. So we're going to go color ramp, and then you can do whatever you'd like with this. This is just makes it look a little bit more bumpy. You can mess around with the settings and stuff, so it should look like that. Looks like it's been used. It's a bit weathered. You can scale it up with a little bit more detail if you want to. Just give it some grip. You can distort it a little bit. So that's how it looks, and then you can bring in the black a little bit. You can minus off the white, so you kind of got this detail going on. You can reduce the metallic on here. You can put it up if you want to. Increase roughness. We can do the same with the outside of the torch as well, but we're gonna do Veroni because I kind of feel that if the outside of the torch is gonna be silver, it's gonna have been bumped and knocked a couple of times. So I kind of want some scratches in there. So to do that, we're just gonna go here, this little kind of circle kind of thing. We're gonna go main torch. And then we will add, and we're going to go Veroni texture, which is this one right here. Going to go color to base color. Now you notice it goes a little bit funky. Now this, you can randomize it, you can have it in squares if you want to, you know, it's totally up to you, it's your design. I'm going to make it a little bit big so that we've got some scratches on there, but it's not too much. I'm going to add a bump node. Straight in the middle there, colour to height again. So now it looks like we've got cracks coming across the surface. We're going to add, let me think, I'm going to go colour ramp first and then I'll try noise. So colour ramp that in. You're going to want to pull down your roughness to make it look shiny. Bring up your metallic a little bit. Not too much, you don't want to overshadow the mirror on the inside. If we go to render mode, we can now see these little cracks that have appeared. You've also got little cracks across this side as well. Pretty sure that's just part of the rendering at the moment whilst we've got hold of this particular one. So I'm going to go ahead and put colour ramp in there. You might have to, sorry, not colour ramp. You might have to do some fiddling with some of the settings if this has happened to you, because I'm going to go back into everything anyway and just kind of show you guys what's going on. This right here where it's got all the cracks, it could be because this is just underneath. It shouldn't affect the entire model, but we will see. So, where were we at? Yes, noise texture. Okay, so, I mean, you can experiment with this. You can have a little bit of a noise texture going on. Just kind of pull that in a little bit. That'll give you some depth to some of the scratches. So, some of the scratches that are actually on the outside and say, like, it's been dropped or whatever like that. So, the noise texture will actually go in between the little cracks, and you can get a lot more depth in certain places than you can with others. You can also distort it as well, so you can choose certain cracks to make them look a little bit deeper. So this one would look a little bit deeper than this one that looks like a surface scratch. Okay, so the next point in this, I think, maybe I could add another noise here. I'm just going to experiment and see what goes on, but I'm just going to Shift D this. Colour to, where can we put this roughness? I think, yeah, Okay, so now, I don't know if you notice this, but we have all these kind of little bumps here, gives it a little bit of texture. Just bring that out a little bit. And what happened there? I saw something. 1 second. That's minus 1,000. I think we're at 0. Yeah, okay, so we kind of have these patterns here. That was what I was looking for. So there's kind of weathering, almost like it's been left outside for a while. It's got caught up in some chemicals. That's certainly something that you could add. You could distort this, so you can have this this roughness kind of thing going on. So if we go to the layout section, we'll see that some of these sections aren't quite where we need them to be. So let me see. Did I delete something by accident? Because I don't have. So you get the main torch, the emission light, the main torch. Did I do? Oh, okay. I've got 2 main torches. So this main torch right here, if we go to assign. Oh, no, wait. Let me backtrack right there. Okay. So, so that you can see where things are, you can go select, and it will tell you where things are. Okay, I think I got mixed up with 2 different ones here. So, we're selecting this one's around there, main torch on this one. Yeah, okay, so I see where I went wrong here. So I'm just going to change this to main torch, and I'll put main again, so I know. And, oh, how peculiar, there's 2 of them that are the exact same. Right, okay, yeah, easy fix. For some reason I have 2 materials that are the same. I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate this. So now we have main torch 01. Okay, so the main torch, if we select that, should be that one. Wow, okay. Oh, this complicates things. For some reason there's 2 layers that are working together. So, okay. You know what I'm going to go ahead and do? I'm going to go ahead and make a brand new layer for this one, just in particular, because if I start deleting things, I'm probably going to delete the wrong thing. I think Blender glitched. I think that's what's going on. So I'm just going to go back, box select again. Just select these. So it's definitely mainly this one. X-ray mode. There's definitely something that went wrong. Either I've messed up or it's glitched. So I'm just going to go plus. And we're just going to go new. And then this one, I'm just going to call ESP. Assign. And then we're just going to change the colour to black there. Oh, how peculiar. So now it's 2 separate things, but strange. That was really bizarre. So yeah, you can add, if we go to shading, and then we've got ESP right here. So we'll just go to add noise. I like showing you guys times when this kind of messes up, or when I mess up, or you know, whatever, because at the end of the day we're all learning. But it's good to see someone messing up who might have a little bit more knowledge than you know what I mean? Because if you sit there and go, yeah, I'm no good at this, you know what I mean? That's all you're going to be thinking, really. I don't want you to be thinking that. I want you to kind of understand that there's other people in the world that do this, that they mess up too. Okay, so I'm just going to put a bump in here. Right there. Colour to height. Yeah, so now we got some texture going on. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna put this sideways actually. Let's go on layout. I'm just gonna, well, everything's selected anyway. I'm just gonna rotate this 90 degrees so that it goes on its side. Now you notice there's a bit more lip on this side, so what I'm going to do, just bring it up just slightly. And then I'm just going to angle it just slightly so that it just sits kind of on a floor surface. And then I'm going to add a plane, scale this out. Oh, we've got the glass. Don't forget the glass. Let's backtrack right there. I forgot the glass. See what I mean? It rotates. We've got 90. Take it down. Sorry about that if you've just moved everything and then realise your glass is missing. And then we're going to go rotate. Just get it relatively flat to the ground, to the grid at least. And then we're going to go add, and then plane, scale it out. I'm just going to drop my plane a little bit. And there we go, it should be relatively flat. Oh, no. There we go, it should be relatively flat against the surface. Let's change the colour on the background to black. Then maybe change this to, you know, I'm going to take the sun off. I'm going to take the sun right here, just press delete. And this is basically what we should see. So we got this emission coming from the torch right here. So to change your emission, you just go back to the materials tab. And we named it the emission light. And we're just going to go ahead and just change up the strength right here. It should be a lot brighter. Yeah, so apart from that material conundrum, that's basically how you make a torch with glass, with an emission. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I'll see you guys in the next one. Like, subscribe, follow, do all that jazz. I greatly appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.